Welcome to Travis Travels. I am Travis. Today I am inside the legendary restaurant Sichuan Mountain House.
是火焰牛乐图。
好，谢谢。So this restaurant is known for its interior decor. They kind of go all out and put on this really outlandish show of force. As you can see, it's very intricately decorated. They've got fake trees all over the place, fish ponds, maybe multiple fish ponds. There's one at the entrance filled with koi and goldfish. And then they have these rice wine jars lining the wall. And everywhere you have wooden frames and wooden beams, creating this kind of outdoorsy atmosphere. I think what they're trying to capture is like the imperial courtyard of a Ming or Song dynasty government official. I think. Yeah. Don't quote me on that, but that is the vibe I'm getting. So they only have one location right now in SoCal, which is in Rowland Heights. That's where we are. Alright, so the food is already coming out fast and furious. So let's get down to it. This dish here is the barbecue beef with buns and garnish. So I think what one is supposed to do is take these buns, and they're super fluffy, put some of this garnish in here, and this is basically cucumber slices with onion. And then you put a piece of meat in here. Maybe you would dip it in the chili sauce for good measure. All right, let's see how this goes. I haven't tasted anything yet. Interesting combination of ingredients. The bun kind of provides a soft and fluffy mouthfeel. The cucumbers lended a crunchiness, and then the beef creates umami to finish it off. The beef is relatively bland. It's not seasoned at all. So I guess next time I'm going to get more of the chili sauce on it. I think the chili sauce perhaps is providing most of the flavor. Let me see. There it goes. Yeah, I didn't get enough of this sauce on the meat last time. But once you do, it's kind of bursting with flavor. Yeah, pretty good. When you first sit down, they give you a small bowl of appetizer. The appetizer is really good. You can order more of it. It's on the menu as well. But it's basically pickled cabbage and I'm not sure what this is. Maybe cinnamon. I don't know. It's got chili and different kinds of seasoning and spices. It's good for resetting the palate and also whetting your appetite. Let's try this wonton dish. This is a very traditional dish from Sichuan. It's basically it's pork wonton, drenched in chili oil.
翘起来三宝，
谢谢。
闪亮。您分一下。
好，谢谢。Yep. It's basically pork and what else is in here? Oh, there's also shrimp in here. Yeah, pork and prawn. Yeah, the wonton's really good. I pretty much, this is like a staple for me at Sichuan restaurants. I always get this, and this I kind of judge a Sichuan restaurant by how tasty this dish is. And yeah, they do a solid job. It's actually not as spicy as it looks, and I have pretty low spice tolerance. So far so good. All the stuff has been really well made, very well seasoned, and generally tastefully presented. Okay, let's try this one. It's a beef broth with beef and beef tripe and other types of offal, which I don't exactly eat, but camera person does. So I'm going to kind of cherry pick the beef only and leave the rest for the camera person to enjoy. But the whiteness comes from the bone marrow and beef bone marrow. Basically, it's packed with cartilage and calcium. Yeah, this is really good. This makes for a really good noodle soup, beef noodle soup. Yeah, very, very good. Wow, very good. Yeah, I quite like this. The soup is super flavorful. It's packed with umami. If they had a little more vegetable in here, it would be even better. It's good. It's actually surprising how rich the flavor is. The beef soups don't necessarily have a strong flavor, but this one does. So let's chase it down with some of this pickled cabbage. The appetizer is spicy, the wonton is spicy. Although they don't go overboard, I think the spice level here is entirely manageable. And then again, they probably saw me coming, so they toned it down. But if you are sensitive to heat, be sure to tell them that. One thing about the barbecue bun is the beef here has a little too much cartilage, in my humble opinion. And some people like to chew on the cartilage, but I am not one of those people, unfortunately. So that's the only downside. But for some people, it might even be it's probably a plus. So each to his own. The last dish has arrived. It's a vegetarian dish, or vegetable dish, rather. So Chinese food is all about balance. So we want to have a little bit of everything, You want meat dishes and vegetable dishes, sweet dishes and savory dishes. So they all kind of coexist harmoniously in your mouth. Alright, so I forgot one thing about the beef soup. It comes with this chili powder, and I think you're supposed to dip this in the chili powder and then eat it. Yeah, and it's a lot more flavorful covered in that. Yeah, it's good. The chili powder is very complex. Obviously, it's trade secret what they put in here, but I can taste chili, cumin, salt, probably paprika, but at the risk of repeating myself, it is bursting with flavor. They're playing traditional Chinese music in the background. This and the surrounding decor, all kind of contribute to creating this fantasy of traveling back in time. It's really good. It's I have to say, this is probably one of the best dining environments I've ever been to. They do a stupendous job at creating this atmosphere and environment. This new dish, it's green beans and eggplant or aubergine for our British viewers. Let's see. It's piping hot. Yeah, they cook this using high heat, so it has this slightly charred flavor. This dish is a little less potent in flavor, which is good because it balances out all the other ones. That was a great meal. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. And the reason why I know that is because I am stuffed to the neck in food. I way overate today, and that's usually a very good sign. Okay, we can't leave without something sweet. So now for the pièce de résistance, this traditional dessert. It's actually a combination of a lot of traditional desserts. So you have you've got peanut, very small cubes of watermelon. This is mochi. This is I don't know what you would call it. Kind of desiccated biscuits made from a type of fruit, which is really sour. Not sure what it's called in English. And this is raisins, obviously. And then you've got fermented rice. It's essentially rice wine in the preliminary stages of fermentation, I think. And then topped with a mint garnish. And then there's this liquidy stuff. Actually, it's a jello substance down below. I think it's made from the juices of a particular plant, the name of which eludes me. But you're supposed to mix all of this together, so you get a little bit of everything in the same mouthful. As you can see, there's jello-like substance that's covering the bottom. All right, this is the perfect dessert for the summer, because it's super refreshing. The jello kind of just melts as soon as it makes contact with your mouth. Yeah, it's good. It's a little sweeter than I expected, but it's pretty good. Very refreshing. The jelly is slightly chilled. Alright. It's good. The challenge is to get the jello to cooperate. It doesn't seem to want to get into the spoon. Alright, I'll see you outside in a minute with my parting thoughts and of course the all important score. I'll see you out there. You are looking at a man who has just had a great meal and is satisfied and ready for a nap. Yes, indeed. Chuanshanjia or Sichuan Mountain House is a great restaurant. This is actually my second time here. The first time was a few months ago. And you know what? The first time I was impressed, and the second time did not disappoint in one tiny bit. It was equally impressive and equally satisfying as the first, which is a rarity in my experience. And we also ordered different things on both occasions. So I can very confidently say this is fast becoming my favorite restaurant, Chinese restaurant in the Los Angeles area. Great meal, very tasty, expertly cooked, really well seasoned. I mean, they just hit the right notes with everything, from the food to the atmosphere to the dining environment and also the price. And for the quality of the food and the high caliber environment, the price is actually quite reasonable. So two of us spent $100 before tax. And we had leftovers, enough for a second meal. Everything considered, I don't think I can give this place any score lower than 9.0, which is why I am giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. This is the first 9.5 restaurant on this channel. If you are in the Rowland Heights area or just passing through, this is a nice pit stop for you to rest your weary feet and fill your stomach. I think there's a drone behind me, so I think that's the cue for me to hit the road. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and for more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.